Hi guys, it is 1:36 on Friday the 3rd of October. My name is Stephen and this is Pamela.
Hello!
We are Cold Blooded Sports. Cold Blooded Sports is an ice hockey store based in Paisley in Scotland. Welcome to our new and improved store. I say new and improved, it's restocked. This is obviously, you might have seen it in the previous video, but I'm just kind of giving it a quick walk around that we have managed to get some new equipment in stock. We've got a figure skate wall as well. It's pretty rammed, to be fair. It's overnight we've went from a unit that felt as if it was too big to it's now too small. That's kind of what happens when you allow Pamela to kind of buy all of the equipment from all of the suppliers.
We will sell it, build it, and they will come.
So they'll say. If you don't get the reference to that, that's Field of Dreams. It's a Kevin Costner film. I'm pretty sure that is.
I don't know where that's from, I just know the saying.
It is. It's Kevin Costner. It's a baseball film. Build it and they will come. And he builds a field. He builds a baseball field in his back door, and all the old pros that are dead come and play baseball with him.
Dead?
Yeah, they're dead. It's all the ghosts come and play. Seriously, I've seen this. I know what I'm talking about. I'll need to show Pamela. She probably doesn't remember it because she's nearly a ghost herself because of her age. I have had plenty to do. I was in the store yesterday from 12 in the afternoon all the way right through until nearly 8:15. I went home, got my hockey kit, went to training. So I ended up back in the store last night at 12 o'clock in the morning. Left here at 2 o'clock. I had a fly holder that had to be converted. The reason being is the fly mechanism actually broke and I actually had to redo the skate. I had a spare holder. I had a spare Lightspeed Edge holder that I had, which had to be put on skate, which is here. I done that, and then I done 6 sharpenings, and I had some other stuff that I had to catch up on. I've got a couple of sharpenings that are still sitting here just now, and then I have to go home and pick up more orders because it looks as if there's a stick box at home. So it's 2:36. Finally made it back to the store. I had a bit of an issue when I got to the house. I had a very big box that I had to try and fit into the IGO, which meant I had to do some IGO Jenga, and I managed to get it all in, but I get soaked in the process because the other car, which is the Insignia, is sitting in the driveway at home, and Pamela, this person here, had the keys, which I would have used the big car. I would have used the big car. She told me to use the Insignia, and then now she's saying that I was to use her mum's car. But I feel kind of bad having to use her mum's car as like a van because I still don't think it would have fit in properly. But anyway, we are now back. We're in the process of opening up the order of stuff that we got from CCM, which was one of the boxes that was missing. So as we can see, we still have the Next protective here. There's Next gloves, shoulder pads and elbow pads that are all there to go on the wall over here and over here. And for all the people that were complaining saying you never have any sticks in stock, well, this is just a small box of sticks, and I think there is, how many did you say that's in here? 40 sticks or something like that. So there's that. Also, we got one solitary stick from Warrior, and that was a customer order, and that is a QR6 Pro. So that is ready for collection now, and we have some other stuff that has been getting done. No, that's not £10 off the stick because I bumped it off the wall. Anyway, I've done most of my sharpenings. All my stuff's up to date. I even had time earlier on to do a little bit of editing. Well, I say I had time to do it. I did it last night when I got in from working in the store, and I got up to date with some editing stuff, and I just exported a video there just now, which means that I am kind of ahead of schedule. I've got a bank of videos now that I can now put up in sequence. And what I mean by in sequence is I'll date them and then put them up and release them on specific dates and try and get ahead of myself, because I know that the season is going to be excessively busy, or we hope it's going to be excessively busy. It's one of these ones where I'm trying to find time to do everything at the moment. We're trying to find time to do work behind the scenes at the house. We're trying to find time to do work behind the scenes here. We're also trying to keep up to date with our orders, our website, everything else that we usually do. A lot of people say, well, should you not open more? Well, if we opened more, we still wouldn't have the time to do it because there is only 2 of us. And that is not necessarily the worst thing in the world, but it's not necessarily the best thing in the world. things will get missed just because we are so busy. We do work other jobs. Unfortunately, we would love this to be our main job and our main source of income, but I just don't think it's going to be busy enough to be able to sustain 2 wages and all of the bills that we have to pay with regards to this place. So when people come in and complain about the fact that your sharpening prices have increased by £1, you've got to think about the electricity cost, you've got to think about the cost of the disc, the cost of the diamond, the cost of the oil, the cost of the polish, to try and make sure that you guys are getting the best product or services possible. I am now making some short format content, so I have uploaded my video and it's now going through AI software creating the short videos while Pamela bangs and crashes in the background. I am now going to go and start unboxing the sticks and taking them out of the wrappers and putting them into the stick rack. This will take a little while, so I'll come back and see you guys soon. Hopefully we'll have more of an update with just anything really. It has been quite quiet today again. I say it's been quite quiet. I was in last night, done a lot of sharpenings. I did a lot of sharpenings today so far, hence why it was a little bit later when I came on and said hello. We're working and I think we're doing okay. So either Pamela can't count or either CCM has made a slight mistake, but we don't have as many sticks as we should have had. I think that might have been up to this wee woman over here. So far we have CCM FT 860, 880, 94k, 96k, all on the CCM side on the right hands, and we've obviously got the same on the left, apart from we don't have the 860. I was really impressed with the 860. I'm not 100% sure of the price on it, but it feels like a very nice stick. It's a little bit heavier, but it looks as if it just looks the part, I think. I really like the red in it. It's kind of taken after the KYC one that I have at the moment, which we are actually in the process of talking about what we're going to do with my sticks. So I think I'm going to end up going for some more KYCs because I'm really enjoying using them. But in the meantime, just in case these break, because I am quite sore on sticks, we are talking about getting some customs made from another brand. And the problem that we have is I've been CCM loyal for years, but I'm not paying £850 for a curve setup and then paying for 12 sticks. So I think it's going to be Warrior that will probably be getting my business. That's not necessarily a knock on CCM in any way, shape or form. It's just the fact that the Warrior sticks are cheaper and it's all about trying to save money nowadays. KYC will take a little while to get sticks to us, so I'm going to need to put an order in for them as well, and then you'll probably see them in about 2-3 months time. Just depends obviously how quickly they can get made, hoping that there's no snags or anything like that with the factory when they get made at the factory. I'm still hoping that they're able to make them the right size. I'm really not digging the fact that I'm having to put an extension in them, but it's not necessarily the worst in the world. So what else have you been doing?
I'm picking parcels and trying to get to the post office now in the next 10 minutes. One, because we need change for the till, and I need to drop these off.
So it's 8 minutes past 8 on Friday night and I'm still at the store. I have been basically doing some work on the computer tonight and I've been trying to catch up on some of the stuff that was missing from the orders, trying to make sure that we've got extra stuff coming in to make sure that all the holes in the stock are taken care of. Looking at bringing in some more GRZ steels. They were very popular since obviously advertising and saying that we were bringing them into the store. A lot of people have decided to come to the store today and purchase a few sets of them. So because there's a couple of sets now gone, we're now replenishing them. That's something that we're going to try and do throughout the season, is make sure that we've got everything in store, in stock at the right time. And if something sells, then we're looking at bringing in and replenishing as we go. So it'll be a week to week kind of basis of what we've got in store and what's not in store, or what's in stock, if that makes sense to you. As soon as it's sold, we'll then add it to our next order and get it in. We're looking at making weekly orders again, which is good. Looking to try and see if we can make sure that we've got weekly turnover on what's coming in, small orders, instead of massive big orders that are then unattainable to A, pay for, or B, try and get in last minute. So that's just how we're going to do things from now on. We're going to try and go back to the old way that things were done, which is basically meaning that everything that we're going to be doing is as quick and as easy and as better for you guys as possible. So one of the things I'm now going to talk about, believe it or not, is another pair of gloves. I have had 2 pairs of gloves in the last couple of weeks, and one of them I can talk about, one of them I can show you pictures of, and one of them can actually show you in person. I actually have them here with me, and I'll run through the specs of both of them just shortly. So one of the pairs of gloves that I actually got in was a pair of Code Encrypts. So what basically happened with the Code Encrypts was we had ordered a pair of red, white and blue ones for a customer, and at the same time when the customer was making their order for them, I decided to get a pair of black, red and white ones. They're not held in the UK in the colours, so they were a special order and we had to wait maybe about 6 to 8 weeks to be able to get them. So we made the order originally when the Code Encrypts came out, and long and short of it is what happened was when they went to pick the red, white and blue ones, they were not in stock in the warehouse. So they were originally meant to make them for us, and then because it was going to take so long to make them for us, we ended up having to cancel that order. What we actually did was we got one set of gloves in the black, red and white. The customer who was originally looking for the red, white and blue gloves decided to go for the black, red and white ones, the ones that I had ordered for myself. So because I can wait for gloves and I can order another pair, I'm not in any major rush. I do have quite a few pairs, but I only really like 1 or 2 pairs of the gloves that I have that I would wear consistently, if you know what I mean. Stuart and I made the decision that he was going to take the black, red and white ones because it went with his jersey colours that he wanted to wear them for. He wanted to wear the red, white and blue ones for the navy colours, and obviously the red, black and white ones for Glasgow Mustangs colours. So they go really, really well with the jersey and the colours of everything that we have. Just a couple of the things that we actually found with the glove was, in my opinion, it was very, very, very well padded. The plastics and the foams that were in it were very highly spec'd, very lightweight. The palm in them was really, really nice. The feel of the glove was buttery soft smooth. There was only one issue that I would have said about the glove, and that was the flex lock thumb, which will bring me to the next set of gloves that I'm going to talk about. Now, right now, I am actually holding a pair of the Sherwood Wrecker Morph Pros. This is my new glove, and it's still got the flex lock thumb in them. But what I'll do is I'll talk about the rest of the things that's changed from these with regards to the Code Encrypts. In my opinion, I really like Sherwood gloves. I've liked them for years. Not only the Sherwood gloves, I used to love Easton gloves as well, and they do remind me quite a lot of the Easton gloves. One of the things I actually think myself about these Sherwood gloves is very, very reminiscent of what I would say is the early model Supreme gloves from maybe about 6 to 8 years ago. I feel just the way that the back of the hand is, the way that the shape of them is, the way the fingers are, the way the cuff sits, everything just reminds me of like a top-end Bauer glove, but obviously with Sherwood branding. It's not that they're ripping anyone off in any way, shape or form, it's just their designs have become a lot more, how would I put it, modernised. When you think of Sherwood, you would have probably thought of the 50-30 gloves, which was the old-fashioned style 4-roll glove. Or if you were thinking about a couple of years back when Sherwood and Winwell became a partnership, they seemed to have the Winwell gloves, the kind of classic glove, and the Sherwood ones were exactly the same glove but just with a different name on them. Exactly the same way that they were made, same foam, same palms, same everything. And one of the things I used to like about that is, believe it or not, for me, I usually find that I can sometimes have a little bit of an issue with the inside seam on the glove where it fills on the stick when I'm controlling it, and it can make a little lip, and I don't like that. So one of the things that they actually used to do was the palm itself went across and right into this part here, so there was no seam on the index finger or no seam on the pinky for it. Just this, it was like a really, really nice wraparound on the stick when you were controlling the stick. It was just so comfortable and I loved that. But then obviously they decided to change the design, and they don't do that design anymore, unfortunately. So one of the things that we'll talk about is what was in the Code Encrypts, or what I found the key things about them. It was the AX suede palms. I thought that they were very, very nice, soft feeling, moisture wicking, high abrasion points on them. They had a I can't really show you them because I don't actually have them. Stuart has them now. Obviously, he's been given them a couple of weeks ago. In this area here, there was a high abrasion wear pad that basically made the palm last a lot longer. One of the things that you were talking about as well is the Featherlight X Feel. It was basically multi-layer laminates and palm materials help achieve a lightweight, protective, game-ready feel. One of the other things that they're talking about is the E-Light Pro Plus laminate protection package with the 3D molded deflection shielding, providing exceptional protection without adding any extra weight. Basically what that meant is it was really lightweight plastics and foams that gave the glove a light, airy feel, but it wasn't like it was giving away the protection aspect of them as well. They were very protective. They weren't bulky, very soft, if you know what I mean. And what I mean by soft, I don't mean like the gloves were really stiff. I mean like they weren't, like if you were taking an impact on them, you wouldn't really feel it because of the protection level. It also had microban in them, which is antimicrobial technology, which is basically to eliminate odours so that your gloves don't really smell, and that's the last thing you want to be doing at night is going home to your wife or your girlfriend or a significant other with hockey hands. And what I mean by that is the smell of hockey gloves just sticks to you and doesn't come off. So that's the kind of the code encrypts. Now getting on to the Morph Pros, which are the Sherwood Wrecker Morph Pro. As we can see, if you have a wee look at the glove, the palms, so straight off the bat, what I'll say about the palms is it's an AX suede palm, which is very nice feeling. It's very soft and it has a game ready feel. I actually quite like the fact that it's got a little bit of extra protection and a little thicker part just around about here, specifically for the wear point. The high wear points that you get in the glove, I usually find that my gloves usually go around about here or in the pinky section, especially on my left hand because I'm a right-handed player and I use grip tape with the left hand at the top of the glove. It's got an anatomical fit with the E-Light Pro Shield embedded Nitrex foam. So the foams in it are high-spec foams, triple laminate pro protection package with PE inserts. So it's got polyurethane inserts in between the padding. So at the top, so you'll have foam and then you'll have a couple of layers of different foams, then you'll have a polyurethane insert here. Anywhere you can see a segment in that glove, there's polyurethane inserts, and that's for impact protection. Again, I talked about the suede palm, that I can't get away with how smooth and how soft the palm feels. It feels very nice. A microban antimicrobial treated liner. So that basically means that it's got a treatment in the liner to stop the smell and try and make sure that there's less bacteria growing in your glove. And it's got Lycra stretch gussets. The Lycra stretch gussets are good for me. I personally prefer them in comparison to leather or palm material gussets. The reason being is you get a little bit more stretch and it makes it a little bit more softer feeling to be able to move about. I just personally like that feel. A lot of gloves out there on the market will have the leather, and I feel like sometimes they just don't stretch and they don't move very well, and it takes so long for them to break in. By the time that they're broke in, their time to bin them or their time to get them replaced, the palms replaced, or having to redo gussets and stuff like that. I just like how stretchy and soft these gloves are. Again, I think from my point of view, I usually have to sit and break gloves in before I can use them on the ice. I'll be able to go on the ice with these straight away. The only thing I would maybe have an issue with, like I've said before, is the flex lock thumb. But the thumb seems to be relatively quite nice. It's just the fact that I like to be able to hold my hand completely open, as I've said before in other videos. One of the things I will look at though is the flex lock thumb. The flex lock thumb does come right up into the cuff. So that's one of the things I like to be able to do, is hold, to be able to get the it's just a specific way I like to do it. I need the glove to be able to open as wide as possible. It's just because I like to be able to, the way it sits just now is too closed. I want it to be open. I want it to be as open as possible. So that's the only thing I would try and break in with these gloves. Cuff wise, they feel as if they're going to be very nice to move about in. They're going to be really easy enough to stick handle with. Just going through some of the actual description from Sherwood itself, I'll read it out to you best as I can, being slightly dyslexic. The Sherwood Wrecker Morph Pro gloves are for players who want to bring quickness, deceptiveness and precision to their game. When it comes to feel, the Morph glove is an anatomical design which allows for maximum mobility and comfort. Self-explanatory. The AX Sweat Pram provides top-tier durability and moisture management, while microban-treated lining materials offers lasting freshness. Again, nice and fresh, soft palm, and you're not going to get that kind of horrible glove smell. As for protection, the Morphs Pro all-new combination of triple laminates E-Light Pro Shield coupled with Nitrex foam inserts provides optimal impact deflection and dispersion on the back of the hand. That's basically saying that the way that the foams and the plastics are made, that if you take a nasty slash on it, it's going to be able to disperse the energy from that, and you really shouldn't feel it as much. Key thing that it kind of finishes off with, or the kind of finishing statement, it says with the gloves is from shock blocking to high in tight precision dangles, Morph Gloves has you covered. So in my opinion, again, what we'll do with these is we'll try them on the ice, and again we'll come back to you and let you know how they feel. This is going to be one of the kind of newer segments that we've got in the vlogs, is going over the equipment again. So we will be talking more about equipment now that we A, have more equipment in, and B, have more stuff accessible to us again. So we will be looking at different models, and I will be trying to do at least one review of one piece of equipment every single video. Whether that means it's one piece, or we can maybe try and see if we can get multiple pieces in. And it doesn't necessarily have to be gloves. It can be helmets, it can be gloves, shins, shoulders, shorts, whatever you think. If there's anything specific you would like me to have a look at and review for you guys, hit me up on the comment section. Tell me what you would like us to have a look at, and we can give you our opinion on that product. Hopefully that is helpful if you decide that you want to go for a pair of Sherwood Morph gloves. I personally think I like the black ones. I did have the black, red and white codes, as I've already said, but I personally just think that the black ones look pretty sleek and pretty sick, kinda just like how stealth these ones are. But anyway, we'll see how these ones go on the ice. Again, very, very impressed with them straight out the box, or straight out the bag. So we'll see how they go. So now the Sherwood glove review has been done. It's time for me to get myself to the gym, because it is 8:32 at night and I've still got to get a training session in, and then I have to get down the road and hopefully try and get some time with Pam and the kids. Then again, it might be too late by that point. Sam and Sarah might be in their bed already, so I'll hopefully get to spend the morning with Sam and Sarah, and I'll obviously get to spend tomorrow with Pamela as well in the store. I'm not 100% sure what we're doing tomorrow night, if I'll get ice hockey with the clan, or if we are deciding to do something else family orientated instead, but we will have some time together at some point. It's like we've said before in multiple videos, it's been excessively busy this last couple of weeks, and I have had to try and catch up on a lot of editing, and I have had to try and catch up on stock in the shop and other things. So before I go, I've got maybe about another 10 minutes worth of work to do, and then that is me finished for tonight. So we'll catch you again tomorrow bright and early at 12:30. What's happening, guys? It is Saturday the 4th of October. It is 2:37 at the moment. It's been an excessively busy morning so far. We were slightly late today getting to the store. Sam and Sarah had a bit of a domestic, and it ended up with Sam falling down a set of stairs. So we had to make sure that Sam was okay. Sam is absolutely fine. Sarah never touched him. Sammy decided to try and jump down the stairs while Sarah was chasing him. And obviously Pamela got a bit of a fright, so we had to make sure that Sam and Sarah were both okay before we could come to the store. And it has been a day for figure skates, figure skate orders, figure skate collections, and figure skate mountings. So I've had 3 mounts today so far, which are Dia Chorus skates and Revolution steels. I might be wrong, I'm not 100% sure, but I definitely know that we've had 3 mounts today, which is obviously blades and boots have to be put together. We've had 17 sharpenings so far with new skates, and we've had probably about the same again on skates that have been brought in just for standard sharpenings. Other than that, there's nothing really much to report at the moment. So we are obviously quite busy. We still have got customers in the store at the moment. So I'm going to go and help Pamela with that, and we'll see what the rest of the day brings.
Well, good evening everybody. I say good evening because it is 6:35 on Saturday evening. Stephen and I have been spending the last hour trying to do our change of address. So Stephen's battled with his phone for the last 40 minutes trying to change his address on his driver's license. So I have finally changed my name on my passport application.
Took her long enough.
So it's only just left, just nearly a year. So I have to post my original passport and my marriage certificate to the passport office. So I've done all that. That's done. Got Stephen's passport to do. Is needing renewed. It's not needed anything but renewed. So it's got to be done. So we've done that for the last hour. It was extremely busy in here today. Stephen wasn't massively busy with services, but it was very busy with skate sales and everything else. And I wish I had recorded it when I called her, but Hannah came in to pick up her pianos. This is the pianos, obviously, we've spoke about numerous times, that she ordered in October. And they were telling us there was a production date of March 26th. But lo and behold, when we opened our order up today, Thursday, there was a pair of pianos in it. So I called her on Friday, which was yesterday, and I wish I had recorded it because it was brilliant. She was absolutely over the moon. So she came in today, she tried on her pianos, fit like a glove, everything was perfect. She was very, very, very happy. She's ordered her blades, so we've still got her boots here because she's going to be back on Wednesday or Friday to have her blades mounted. Now, Hannah comes from Tillicootree and she comes all the way down from Stirling to use us just for her sharpenings, and obviously buys her boots from us and everything as well. So it's quite a compliment, and I'm glad I made her week or year by her boots coming in. So I just say thank you to Hannah for being the best customer I have ever had. She has sat with an open order since 28th of October 2024. It is the 4th of October 2025. She has never once gave me grief. She's never once called up and shouted at me. And she just patiently waited on her boots because she knew they were going to come in for her. So they are now in. She is over the moon, and we're going to get her MK Professional blades ordered from the supplier, get them mounted, and yeah, she is extremely chuffed. So I'm really happy about that. We've had lots of other figure skate collections in today, lots of hockey boots orders. Our little pal Sammy, hello Sammy, he came in to pick up his kit. He's still outstanding a couple of bits from it. He's still needing a jock, a wooden stick, what else is he needing? Top and socks, but on the whole, everything else was there. So he starts at the Clan Academy Learn to Play along with my Sammy. Not this week coming, but the week after. So yeah, it's exciting. He's got his skating lesson on Wednesday. So I think he starts it's either this Monday or the Monday after he starts at the academy. So that's pretty good. So maybe Sammy and Sammy will get on. Who knows? The Sams. Really happy with that.
Don't mind me, I just changed the camera angle slightly. I was just making sure that you could actually be seen instead of looking up Pamela's nose.
Yeah, you might want to look up my nose. So lots of positives today. Really busy day. Didn't get much footage, but it was really, really good. Really good. Everybody commented on the shop, how busy it looked, how good it looked. Lots of people wishing us good luck for the new season. So really good. You realise how many really good customers you've got. So yeah.
It would be nice to see more good customers, thank you.
So don't forget, like, share and subscribe. Nothing much to report. I've got to take my order book home because I do need to do a bower order and figure skate steels because we got the wrong size of steels.
Let me see, I'm going to change this camera angle just slightly again so I can actually be going in.
Over.
I only just want to come in and say the only thing that I had to work on, or major thing I had to work on today, was one of our sponsored athletes, who has technically not been announced yet, had got in touch with us for his KYC order of his sticks, but unfortunately the KYC order has not came yet, and he was one of the very, very first ones that we ordered. So we've actually had to go on and try and see if we could find him some sticks for today, or not for today but for next week, because he's broken all of his other sticks and he can't wait for sticks any longer. So we're having to try and cover him with another couple of sticks just to get him by. So I have went on to the one and only Warrior, and I've managed to find him a couple of sticks to keep him going at the moment.
Hopefully he'll stick. But I think the order's due in the next couple of weeks, so...
Again, we're not having a go at KYC in any way, shape or form. We understand they're a small business. We understand that they have a process that they want to adhere to. It's frustrating some of our customers. We are trying our hardest to explain to everyone when they make orders for KYC, they will take a little bit of time, but it's definitely worth the wait, in my opinion. because I've waited quite a while for my sticks and I got them and they're quite good.
They also, I think what the customers are kind of not taking into account, we're a small store as well. I will not ship a box of 2 sticks because the price it costs me to ship 2 sticks from Canada is going to be the same price as I can ship 8 or 10 sticks. So I am going to make sure that that box is full with 8 to 10 sticks. And as it was just when we announced KYC, the first lot of sticks had to be held until we had enough to ship the box, which wasn't until the end of the summer. So some people that ordered when they first were announced had to wait until the box was full so that I could ship it. So that is on us. Then the order was confirmed with KYC, and then unfortunately it takes between 6 and 10 weeks for them to process. So we're kind of getting to that sort of stage now. So there's been an accumulation of both parts of this puzzle that has made it this first inaugural order take so long. Which I get, a customer doesn't care. A customer really could give 2 hoots whether it was the inaugural order or not the inaugural, whether there was 10 people in that box or they were the only person in that box, they want their product. I get that. But to make it cost effective, our suppliers on their scale will not ship 1 stick. Our suppliers will not ship 1 pair of skates out of Sweden or whatever. They will make sure that that order is worthwhile. They have more footfall than us. I get that, so they will ship more. When we've back ordered stuff from CCM in the past, they've told us it'll go on the next CCM order. I don't know when that'll be. That could be a couple of weeks from now. No problem. Then that takes 4 weeks from CCM. So before you know it, you're on an 8-week wait. It's just the way things go. So we're hoping that and then by the kind of mid to the end of October, we should have that order in, all being well. I am chasing them weekly. I think he's fed up listening to me.
Yeah.
So, and then we also have another order coming in behind it.
As we say, that we totally understand that it's not us having a go at KYC in any way, shape or form. We support them 110%. We didn't buy into the brand for no reason. We did it because we kind of stand by what they're looking to do. So yeah, we aligned with our mission statement. That kind of took me a little while to get there because I've had very
sounds like how many syllables?
I've had very little sleep. I was technically working till 4 in the morning this morning. I was 12 until 5 in the store yesterday, but actually it was all the way right through until nearly 9 o'clock. I went to the gym for 45 minutes, then I came home, and then when I came home I worked all the way till 4 in the morning. So
12 until 6:30 because you had your visitors till 6:30.
Yeah. We keep saying that Cold Blooded Sports is a safe place and people can come and we can talk about whatever.
Please go home at 5 o'clock.
But see, when you come into the store and talk about your political things, that's when I start to switch off, unfortunately. And then talking about electric cars and batteries and stuff like that. I'm not interested. I'm interested in ice hockey and the occasional golf thing every now and then, which is not very often.
Talking about the occasional golf thing, we have at Scotland as a Nation is hosting to the Great One this weekend, I believe.
Apparently so, but
he's up in St Andrews playing golf.
I wonder if he's went to visit any of the other shops or if he's just here playing golf.
St Andrews, no, he'll be playing golf. But there's been a few friends of ours and kind of customers that have made the trip up. And by all accounts, he's very accommodating. I mean, I don't think I would be as accommodating as half of the nation of hockey players traipsing around the golf course going, Wayne, can you sign my t-shirt?
Can you sign a t-shirt when we have Wayne, can you sign these 2 things here? They've already been signed. So
back when you've already
been there, got the signature.
Also, we've got something to show the cold-blooded fans. I'll go see it.
So what Pamela's actually talking about is when Drew Miller came here and played with the Glasgow clan, or the Braehead clan at the time, during the NHL lockout. I was lucky enough to get a couple of my jerseys signed. I had my white jersey signed, my red jersey signed, I had my Cold Blooded Sports jumper signed, I had multiple things signed. I even have a canvas on the wall. Where is the canvas in the wall? Is the canvas in the wall going?
It's on the bathroom wall.
So
it was Al that got that signed.
What we'll do is I'll just take you into the bathroom here and show you the canvas on the wall of Drew Miller here with the signature. So Pamela has been looking around about, and when we were obviously moving house, we got to find some stuff, and this has not been out of the bag since the fire.
It's be like a poof of smoke.
So there's like, this is going to smell of like burnt hockey sticks and padding.
I think that makes it more
Authenticated.
Look at the colour of it.
Oh, is it the white one? So Nikki must have got the red one.
Oh, still stinks. Let's smell it. And it's the original CCM jersey.
Yep, so it's an original CCM jersey with
I think
Drew Miller's signature on a slightly charred jersey, which was
just smoke damage.
Yeah, smoke damage slightly, but
It was prized out of a plastic IKEA frame that was melted to bits. Oh,
and there used to be there was a red one as well that
a
was
red
on the
one.
wall, but
I
we
think
gave that to
Nikki.
we gave that to my friend Nikki. So Nikki's got a signed Red Wings jersey as well.
so yeah.
This jersey here actually was my jersey from when I played juniors. Like, you're talking like they haven't really changed their design up until this year. So the NHL jersey is proper original, the proper original
It
CCM.
didn't smell as much as that.
I think you might want to put that back in the bag. I think there's probably like a hazmat suit that you need for that thing. But we'll do something with that. I would imagine we would maybe
Smell it. Is it smell it? Raffle it off, smell and all.
The only thing I was actually going to say is if we were able to get like a frame for it, where would we put it in here? We'd need to put it in the roof upside down somewhere, or you could put it on your frame and put it in behind your benches that you've got. I suppose that would be another thing that we could think of. Toby could go in the window.
Oh God.
Maybe then again somebody would maybe try and just smash the window by throwing things at it.
We would mount them on the back of the...
That's what I'm talking about. You can mount them on the back of the things. The benches are yours.
They need painted first, then we might think about putting them in there.
So yeah, that's
We'll paint them in black, white stripes.
that's pretty much what's been happening with Cold Blooded in the last little while. We've made our big stock order, and believe it or not, we're not finished with the stock at the moment. There is more stuff still to come, but that is our initial stock order. There's more sticks to come from different suppliers. There's obviously more stuff coming from KYC. I'm still waiting to see the gloves. We still haven't seen any of the gloves. Again, it's not that we're pressuring them and not that we're complaining. We understand. It's just the fact that I am very interested to see the product, so I can.
I said impatient wrong.
Yeah, I'm very impatient. I would like to see. I'm impatient and interested to see their stuff, because I am very interested to be able to see what we can do for other teams in the UK. There is obviously a want and a need to try and keep the equipment costs down, and from my opinion, if we can offer something that's slightly cheaper than a top end brand, but with the same protection level, quality levels, stuff like that, it's a no-brainer. You guys would benefit from that. But that's just me. That's the salesman part of me coming out, but it's also the part of me coming out which I want it for my own team, because I'm selfish that way, and I want it for myself. Yeah. But anyway, right, I think that's enough for today. I think we should have enough for a video to show you guys the aftermath of the first weekend of having our stock order.
Yeah, we need to start doing like time lapse so you can watch me serve the customers, because I don't think I've got time to talk to the camera.
Yeah, exactly.
And I hope it's going to be like that all the way through the season.
What we could actually maybe do is if we can get ourselves another GoPro, we can set one up here for Pamela doing her stuff, and we could have Pamela in the top right hand corner just running about after everyone, and then me just sitting casually having a conversation with you for 10-15 minutes, or showing you what I do. I think I've done that in one of the videos before where I split screened it, where I was doing sharpenings and Pamela was dealing with customers. It gets excessively busy in here to the point where we can't even actually answer the phone. We spoke about that before. There's a mobile phone, there's the normal phone, there's my mobile phone, there's Pamela's phone. Everyone phones these things.
I've been given the landline priority because I'd rather everybody phone the landline. It's easier to answer the landline, and the landline is there. The mobile is there as backup, and it's good for text messages and messaging backwards and forwards, and obviously alerts for orders being ready to collect. But I'm not given the mobile as much of a priority to answer as a landline, so the best place to get us is on the landline or on social media, or give us a text. There's multiple different ways you can get in touch with us, and we do try to filter through them. But this morning was an absolute pig in a poke. Sarah kicked off just as we were walking out the door. had her to deal with, so we were late, and then by the time we got here it was customer, and I had the first time I opened my laptop was 3 o'clock.
We actually had Jordan Wesser come in today for his skate sharpening, but he also came in with his new skates today, and he's actually asked us to try and see if we can contact Bauer to see if we're able to get custom tongues made for him so that I can install them. In the event that I can't get custom tongues, we're talking about having to take the tongues off of his old custom skates to put on his new highlights.
Oh, you know how much of a diva he is, and he admitted to it today.
He did say he was a diva. He did say he was a diva. But anyway, that's...
Can I just say, like, so when Stephen does heat moulds, he always does the left skate first, because this one has a bit of OCD. It's always got to be left first. Stephen took the left skate out of the oven and Jordan went, no, it has to be right. So, you made to put the left skate back in and take the right out.
He made me put the right skate on first. But the funny thing is then what his OCD said to me was, technically with the way that he was sitting facing me, it was my left. So it worked okay because he was facing me and it was on the left, so that was fine. Anyway, I
giggled because it was like OCD meets OCD.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was like, we have a problem.
People don't realise that hockey players have got touch of the tism. I definitely think we've all got a touch of the tism, or we've got like...
All of you have got ADHD or autism or OCD or any of the other letters of the alphabet.
I think I've got house there in that one. But anyway, right, thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see, please like, share and subscribe. Please leave a comment down below if you would like to see anything specific. And remember, keep it cold-blooded.